Yo, it's your most hated kaiju power scaler, King Churros here, and today we are finally doing all the Rodans from weakest to strongest. We'll go over all their feats and all their stats to see which Rodan is the most powerful, starting from the 7th weakest all the way to the 1st strongest. Now, before we start this video, I would just like to give a thank you to everybody watching. Much appreciated that you clicked this video. And while you're at it, comment below what's your favorite Rodan ever. It doesn't have to be which one you think is the most powerful. Just tell me about your favorite Rodan. And yeah, I also had some other power scalers look over their list and they approve of it. So trust me, lads, it is a good list. And if you disagree with it, join the Discord and tell me all about it. Without any further ado, let's begin the video. Coming in at number 7 is the Singular Point Rodan. So I don't think this is a surprise to anybody that these Rodans are the weakest on the list. I mean, they don't really have any crazy feats that surpasses the Rodans above them. Yes, they were able to terrorize many towns and places and go through buses and scare people. But yeah, they have some pretty bad weaknesses. For one, they're just extremely small, can get slapped around, fodderized. And when they're outside the red mist, they just die. It's kind of like fish getting out of water. They just completely just flop over there and die and become some snacks for Anguirus. And yeah, they scaled to Jet Jaguar, who endured a 0.15 tons of TNT, which is a small building level feat. Since they scaled to that, they should also be small building level, potentially higher. But yeah, these Rodans shouldn't be any higher than that. So yeah, at the bottom of the list, we got Singular Point Rodan. So coming in at number 6, we have Shadow Rodan, which is implied to be a super evolved version of the miniature Rodans below on the list. So that should mean Shadow Rodan should be more powerful than them. He is bigger and he moves faster, so logically he should be stronger. However, he's basically featless and we have nothing to go off of. We do know he dies to a 1.6 megaton blast ring, so he should be below Small City, which the other Rodans scale above. And at number 5, we have the original 1956 Rodans. Let the lovebirds die. But according to Jim Garvin, a volcano eruption can generate 5 to 6 megatons of TNT, which is small city level. So these Rodans shouldn't scale much higher than that. However, these Rodans are nothing to laugh at, and you even think about disrespecting the OGs. For number 4, we have Final Wars Rodan. This Rodan was mind controlled by the Exilians who attacked New York, and just by flying, he sets the streets on fire and completely exploded large buildings just by flying past them. This Rodan can move at fast speeds up to Mach 3, possibly higher if you scale the missiles to hypersonic speeds, and this Rodan has relativistic reaction times, able to dodge a laser or what looks to be a laser. Now, this Rodan has some weird scaling. Either he's town level, city level, or multi-continental. Some people claim multi-continental due to him hitting Final Wars Godzilla and tanking Anguirus to the stomach. However, this can be argued against with Final Wars Godzilla holding back as he sees these guys as his former allies. And this is further supported by Final Wars Godzilla having a full-on conversation with Anguirus. But even if it were true for Final Wars Rodan to scale to Final Wars Godzilla, it would be by a very low extent, and it wouldn't change the scaling of the other Rodans above him. So this is where he would be on the list. And in the top 3, we got Monsterverse Rodan, the very loyal subject of Ghidorah? Godzilla? Rodan, what side you on, cuzzo? But anyways, Monsterverse Rodan, just from waking up, caused a 12 to 13.8 megaton eruption just from waking up. And then after that, he flies over Isla de Mara and levels it. And this is even further detailed in the novelization that if Rodan flies by any volcano, he can make it erupt just from flying. Now, if Rodan were to keep the same TNT consistency with every volcano he erupts, if you were to erupt every volcano on Earth, which according to USG.gov, there's 1,350 volcanoes around the world, he would cause an 18 teraton explosion, which is enough to destroy a country. Now, I'm pretty sure if you were to erupt every volcano on Earth at once, it would be a little more than that, than just a country. But, you know, this is just a baseline to show you how strong Monsterverse Rodan is. Now, what's even further crazy, he was able to fight Monsterverse Ghidorah for a brief period of time. And yes, he was holding back, but that doesn't change how crazy he was to survive a gravity beam from Monsterverse Ghidorah. Monsterverse Ghidorah is able to fight against Monsterverse Godzilla, who fights Muto Prime. And Muto Prime can cause magnitude 12 earthquakes, which can be from 160 to 240 petatons of TNT. That's multi-continental. And Godzilla himself, doing the Hollow Earth feat, can be calced to one whole entire exaton from an earthquake he caused drilling into the Hollow Earth. So Rodan can be from petatons to the exaton ranges of power. And some may argue, well, Monsterverse Rodan doesn't really scale to Ghidorah or Godzilla or anything like that. He's not an Alpha Titan. Well, the thing is, to combat that is he fights Mothra, who's an ally of Godzilla, and Mothra has been shown to do depictions to fight alongside Godzilla against Ghidorah and the Kongs, which would make her multi-continental, which does translate to Rodan, thus making him multi-continental as well as the third strongest Rodan. And the second strongest Rodan goes to Showa Rodan, who was able to destroy Moscow and tussle with Showa Godzilla and Showa King Ghidorah on multiple occasions. Showa King Ghidorah was able to wipe out the civilization of Venus, and the Showa monsters have gotten 50,000 times stronger since the beginning. And I calculate this to 3.7 Ninatons, which is large planet close to dwarf star. And you can get even higher powers, such as large star to even solar system with the Showa series. But no matter where you scale the Showa series, it does not change that Showa Rodan is the second strongest. And the strongest Rodan goes to HEISEI Rodan. This Rodan is by far the most powerful Rodan, being the only one on this list with an actual power-up, having the uranium heat ray and becoming Fire Rodan. He's able to keep up with the likes of HEISEI Godzilla and HEISEI Mechagodzilla, damaging HEISEI Godzilla with his beak and knocking him over just by flying, and then damaging Super Mechagodzilla by taking out one of his eyes. This makes HEISEI Rodan impressive. Why? Well, one cell of HEISEI Godzilla was able to go inside of a black hole and create Space Godzilla. In order for the cell to do that, it would have to survive the whole entire force of a black hole. Meaning, HEISEI Rodan has enough power, or more, most likely more, power of an entire black hole in order to damage HEISEI Godzilla, as he was able to knock him over and make him scream out in pain on a couple of occasions. And same with Super Mechagodzilla, who did the same to Godzilla, and Rodan was able to keep up with the likes of that man as well. Yes, he loses to the both of them, but that changes nothing. That he's by far in a league of his own, way above the Rodans beneath him. This puts this Rodan as the most powerful Rodan of all time. And that is my Rodan video of the weakest to strongest. So thank you to everybody who watched the whole video through. And ladies and gents, tell me how you feel about it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me everything, how you feeling about this video. Who was your favorite Rodan, all of that. I just really appreciate that all of you came here and watched it. And yeah, King Churros is back. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, but I'm going to keep uploading now and be more consistent for sure this time. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm definitely back for real this time. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later.